I'm Kipyegon, double Olympic champion, and as well 4 times world champion, 1500 world record holders. So this is my seat. So, thank you. I'm really looking forward to participate and to be on the stadium in Paris, especially going there to defend my title over the 1500 and make history. In 2008, Nancy Chebet-Lagat won a gold medal in Beijing. She's from my village called Keringet. She was welcomed home with her friends, Pamela Chelimo, with many other athletes. So my teacher told us, there's celebration. There is one athlete who is going to be celebrated around here. She's from around this area. And I want these small athletes, young girls, to go and see what is happening there. So, you know, many people were there. And Faith also was there, but nobody knew. I was just a young girl out there with school uniform. Nobody knows one day, one time I will be Olympic champion or world champion.
In fact, imekuja kama surprise kwangu kwamba alikuwa kwa my celebration after I won the Olympic gold. I think hiyo ilimpatia motisha pia. Ndio akakuja akafanya bidii ama akaona you can make it.
Like most Kenyan athletes, Kipyegon's athletic career started organically in Keringet, Nakuru County, to the amazement of her elder sister, Beatrice Mutai, who hosted her so that she could live near a youth training camp.
Hiyo competition ya primary sasa ikaanza. Akaniambia, unajua hata mimi nasikia kukimbia. Akaniambia, mimi naona kama nitakimbia, wacha niende nijaribu hii ya shule. Nikamwambia wacha mchezo. Akaniambia bana, hii si mchezo, nitaenda kujaribu. Yani namwambia tu wewe enda, lakini sijaamini sana kama anaweza. Lakini vile anaenda anakuja ananiambia nimeselectiwa na mimi naona kweli anaenda, nikaamini.
I have seen the evolution of an athlete who has come from being a little girl who just liked to run, even at that young age, that she knew what she wanted.
I think the first prize I got was from Safaricom in Dallas cross country. I was still young. It was really beautiful, you know. They normally say a journey begins with a step.
You look at Faith Kipyegon as a youngster. Faith Kipyegon went through the phases. She has youth gold, she has a junior gold, and not just on track and cross country. This is something we don't often see a lot, because a lot of athletes will maybe try the cross country, it's very intense, very difficult, and then quickly move to the track and then move on. But Faith stuck to both surfaces and she excelled in both surfaces.
Nancy and Kipyegon are the only 2 Kenyan women who have won the 1,500 meters Olympic gold titles. On the other hand, Vivian Cheruiyot is the only Kenyan woman who has won an Olympic title in a distance longer than the 1,500 meters on the track, an achievement that Kipyegon is dreaming of ahead of Paris.
Somebody who inspires me in athletics is my role model, Vivian Cheruiyot. When I was young, I used to see Vivian running, and I was like, one day, one time, I want to be like Vivian. I was lucky to meet Vivian in 2011, Punda Umbria World Cross Country. She really taught me a lot.
I can describe Faith as a superhuman, and also she's a disciplined girl. She's focused, and also she's someone who is doing her work right. She's somebody who is in love of sports, in athletics.
When you have an athlete that you aspire to be like, not only does it motivate you to do well, but it also pushes you to try and better them.
Faith had an outstanding season last year, breaking 3 world records in the 1,500 meters and 5,000 meters races and the mile run before crowning it with a world championship title.
It's not easy, you know, everything what you do. Sometimes you are very tired and you are like, today it's like I'm gonna give up. I don't want to wake up. You have to dream big to wake up, and knowing that many people expect good results from you tomorrow. So you have to keep pushing yourself towards tomorrow.
ana focus kabisa na anasema mnajua zaidi naangalia Olympics juu najua nataka ni double 5,000 na 15 na mimi nataka gold kwa hizo zote mbili.
She's capable to go and double it, and she's capable to come up with 2 medals in Paris. The program for 1,500 and 5,000, it doesn't have that different magic. So already she has the speed for 1,500. The 5,000, it doesn't need a lot of speed. She knows how to manage, and the coach knows how to manage. So I don't have any doubt in Faith.
Like Vivian, Faith took a break from her career to start a family and has become an inspiration to many female athletes.
I think there's a lot of sacrifices I had to make to be where I am now, as especially world record holder, and especially as a mom now. You know, from Monday to Saturday, I only stay with my daughter on the Sundays, and Mondays in the evening I just go to camp. My husband has been a big supporting system for me. He really understands what I do. He was an athlete himself, bronze medal in 800 in 2012 Olympics. Knowing that I want to influence many in my country and outside my country to get to where you want to be and what you want to get.
Faith has inspired so many people. I remember when she ran in 2019 and marks on her body that were exposed because of coming from where she came from, maternity. A certain lady doctor wrote in one of the dailies that we're proud of those marks because it has sent a message to every mother that has given birth that those marks are marks to be proud of. To me, she's a trailblazer. So, you know, pathfinders in another way. Somebody who is not afraid to venture into new territory, explore the unknown, and give it all.
I not only change as an athlete, but as well I change as a person to realize that, you know, besides what I do in athletics, I am also a human being and I have to grow as a human being as well.
With the support of her nation, Faith Kipyegon will solidify her legacy as one of the greatest middle-distance runners of her generation. But will she make history by defending her title and winning her 3rd Olympic gold?
For me, I don't have any doubt in Faith because Faith, she's well prepared.
Especially going there to defend my title over the 1,500 and make history. It will be a motivation to the young generation.
When you speak to Faith Kipyegon's coaches, when you speak to Faith Kipyegon's physio, they talk about an athlete who goes beyond the threshold, the limits of pain. I don't think people appreciate how painful it is sometimes to train as an athlete. And when you talk to Faith's team, they tell you Faith trains as hard as any other man.
You're training very hard. Sometimes you get setback in terms of small injuries here and there. So far, she's on course, and I think, you know, from the trials going towards Olympics, I think we'll see the same Faith that we saw last year.
I know Faith is a great athlete, and during the Paris Olympics, Faith is equal to the task.
When Faith Kipyegon began her season, she came with the fastest time on African soil in the 1,500 meters. She came with a statement. It was a statement of intent. In the 5,000 meters, you get the sense that between Beatrice Chebet and Gudaf Segai, who broke the world record that Faith had broken, these are the two athletes that look like could give Faith some competition in the 5,000 meters.
I normally focus myself and believe the training I've done and just go to that track, believing in myself and show my fans what I'm capable of doing. I normally get nervous, you know, especially going to the championship whereby you are 40 million people watching you back at home and praying that you bring a gold medal back home. So for me, it's a little bit of pressure, but sometimes pressure gives you energy to represent your country well.